What's up, guys? It's TechnoViking23 coming to you today with some Raid Shadow Legends, and we are on the free-to-play account, just running through and trying to get some arena matches done here in Bronze 2, in the easy rank that Bronze 2 is. And that's kind of what I wanted to talk about a little bit in this video today. Is actually what I feel is the biggest problem in Raid Shadow Legends right now with new players with free-to-play accounts. One of the biggest areas that you're going to struggle in terms of account progression. Now, it's not necessarily the arena, but is the system of arena medals, how that impacts the rest of your progress in the game. And of course, what we are actually talking about here is the Great Hall when it comes to Raid Shadow Legends. Now, if you're a newer player to the game, you may not understand the importance of the Great Hall quite yet, but hopefully if you've been watching any types of guide videos or reading any information online, people have told you just how important it is to focus on the Great Hall and developing your statistics in the Great Hall, because you'll see here there's all these different areas you can work on: HP, attack, defense, crit damage, resistance, and accuracy. Now if we click on this accuracy, for example, you'll see here at level 1 you get a +5 bonus. Coming all the way down to level 10 you get a +80 bonus. That's absolutely massive when you are trying to build champions, starting off with a base of +80 accuracy. Same thing goes for crit damage. You can start with a base of +25% at your maximum level, and so on and so forth. With all of these different statistics, you can see just how much of an impact it could make on your champion when you are trying to build up a champion. It kind of helps out alleviate a little bit with the gear requirements when you're trying to build champions, and just in general it plays a huge role in your overall account. And kind of go in here, I'll show you just, this is on the free to play, nothing special here, but if we just, for example, take a look at Galek here, you'll see here he does get some bonuses from his masteries. You're going to get bonus points from your classic arena rank, but here we have the Great Hall, and even though my Great Hall on this account is terrible, you can see he's getting 268 extra health points, 23 extra attack, 18 extra defense, +2% to his crit damage, and +5 to his accuracy. So again, nothing special there, but that kind of just shows you how it affects your champions. You can imagine if that was a +80 or a +25, how much of a huge difference you can see just from his artifacts that he has on right now. He's getting +23 to crit damage. You could get a +25 just from having your Great Hall built up to level 10. Basically takes the place of some gear pieces there. It's pretty interesting how that works. But I just feel like in order to get these medals to build up your Great Hall, you can see here we currently have 31 bronze medals. Now, as rank 1, it costs 50 bronze medals to go up 1 out of 10, which doesn't really get you much. To go up to rank 2 is 150, rank 3 is 300. So you can imagine right now, if you're doing your 10 arena matches or however a day, if you're someone who has started a new account, if you're a free-to-play player, you're most likely not getting a whole lot of bronze medals every day, because the arena, let's face it, right now, it's broken again. It's very hard to climb through bronze and silver unless you have really good champions, unless you have really good gear, unless you speed tuned your team. You're at a point now where in Bronze 1 you have to be speed tuning your team just in order to progress through the arena. Now, I'm going to show some photos up here of my alternate account and also my main account. I have another free-to-play account, and then also my main account. You'll see those Great Halls. You'll see what they look like. Obviously, there's a lot of difference, especially with my main account's Great Hall. And you can kind of imagine how much easier it is to build champions and how much easier it is to progress through dungeon content and other content in the game with that developed Great Hall. Now, the only difference is on my main account, I was able to take advantage of a period of time in the game when they had a bunch of what they call bot accounts that would show up, and you basically would fight like 4 level 1 champions in silver, and you'd be able to win those bot matches and progress up through silver 1, 2, 3, 4, and get into gold. If you were able to ride that wave up into gold right now, you're probably still in one of the gold ranks, even though your team may not be good enough to stay there. And to be honest with you guys, farming gold 4 right now on my main account is easier than trying to climb through bronze 2 and 3 on my free-to-play accounts. I'm not joking with that either. Even though my teams in bronze 2 and my 2 free-to-play accounts, they're speed tuned, they have decent gear. We're talking 200 speed in bronze, and I'm still getting cut in, even with a speed lead. It's absolutely crazy right now how difficult it is to climb through the early ranks of the arena. And I know a lot of people are focusing on the silver issues in the game and other issues that are going on with the game right now, but I feel like for player retention and for newer players, this is probably the biggest roadblock to actually progressing any content in the game, because it's not just arena that this affects. Like if you're trying to build a champion to help you in a dragon run, like if you're going for dragon 20 or even just trying to progress through the middle levels of dungeons, I mean, having this extra defense, this extra plus 20% defense, if you could get that, or even like a plus 10% defense at a level 6, HP stats as well, like a plus 10% HP. Any type of stat like that is going to help your survivability in those dungeons. It's going to make it a lot easier to do that content. So what we have here is a Great Hall system that is tied into all this content in the game. All of these dungeons that you would run are going to require some of those statistics to help you progress through. The other huge area that affects is a clan boss. Having that extra defense, having that HP, is going to help you hit those statistics you need in order to survive longer, to do more damage against the clan boss. All of those statistics help. Like right now, for example, I don't know if this is the clan that I'm in. If this is okay, this is not the main clan here. This is the secondary clan. But on the main clan I'm in, where I'm doing my unkillable team, and I've got my gear at the point where it's pretty much almost maxed. I can't really get much more out of my gear in terms of statistics. So what I'm having to do now is go into my Great Hall and build up my attack percent and build up my crit damage in the Great Hall. So I'm having to put 500, 600, 700 medals into those ranks now in the Great Hall in order to be able to get more damage in the clan boss. So you can see how it affects everything. It's not just the arena that is affecting your ability to progress other content in the game. So that's kind of why I don't understand, and it's one of my big gripes with Plarium, quite honestly, over this, is they have so much of the game, the Arbiter progression missions as well. We can take a look at those here real quick if I can get clicked out here. No, not quests. Let's go into missions here, like just progressing your initial Arbiter missions. Let's see if we can find one here. You can see here, win 5 classic. These early ones are pretty easy, but when you get further on, win 10 battles from arena battles, not too bad. Win 10 classic battles is not bad. Upgrade a Great Hall bonus, you know, that's not too bad. We've already got that one pretty much taken care of. But again, this is only part 1 of 4. When you get into these, I can't go as far as to look into the next ones, but like your first one here, you got to reach bronze 3 in classic arena. The other levels, you're gonna have to reach silver. You're gonna have to reach gold. You're gonna have to beat 100 champions in the arena. You're gonna have to upgrade a Great Hall to level 4. I believe there's one where you have to upgrade 3 Great Halls to level 4, 2 to level 5, 2 to level 6. When you get into the final stage for Arbiter, you've got to upgrade a Great Hall to level 7, 8, 9, and 10. It's several thousand medals you're gonna need in order to accomplish these missions within here. And for newer players, it's just not really reasonable to expect they're going to be able to do that right now, especially if they're not pulling a lot of shards to get better champions. That's why I say, like, if you're a low spender or free to play, you know, there is a correlation sometimes with how many shards you're pulling in terms of getting a really good champion you could use in the arena. A lot more goes into it than just that, but it does have a little bit of impact there, which is why I mentioned that. But honestly, if you're not able to dedicate that much time and have that good gear and those good champions to progress in the arena, it's going to be really tough to build that Great Hall, which is going to make other areas of your game suffer. So I really wish they would change this up a little bit. I wish that since it is the Great Hall and since it does apply to all of the content in the game, they would make it so you could earn those medals from other areas of the game. Starting with, let's say, you could come in here even on your daily quest, you could add it in as another reward to some of the stuff they have on here. Your advanced quest would be a great place for them to stick this in. Like you can earn an extra 5 medals a day just to kind of help people get a little bit more and build that up there. Go into, say, your dungeons. Let's say you run 10 dungeons a day, or maybe if you're running the dragon dungeon, there's a chance for medals to drop from a chest or something there. There should be a chance for these Great Hall medals to drop from a clan boss chest, from faction wars, because there's just so many areas of the game that Great Hall is going to affect. Just, I mean, campaign, dungeons, faction wars, the arena, clan boss, you know, Doom Tower. Everywhere you look in this game, you need those statistics that you get from the Great Hall. And at this point in the game's life cycle, with how difficult the arena is becoming for newer players, it's really difficult for them to just have that tied into just the arena being the only place you can get those medals. Because if you're coming up through bronze and coming up through silver, you're going to earn medals at a snail's pace. It's going to take you forever to get one of these, you know, even up to level 4 or 5. Now, once you get into gold, it's actually not too bad, because you can actually come back and say you're wanting to build up one of these. You could use gold medals, and it costs a lot less. Like it's like 13 gold medals would actually upgrade a bonus to level 1, I believe is how much it costs. So once you get into gold, it's not too bad to progress this if you can farm the arena. But again, it's just getting to that point. Even if you have well-built champions, even if you have a decent roster, you have a decent arena team, you're going to have a tough time climbing up through bronze and silver with the way the teams are now, with how many, gold teams have slipped all the way down, and all these teams with these full legendaries. And I'm encountering teams in bronze 2 with Swift Parry gear, which is just crazy to me. So it's just a difficult situation right now. I don't like the way the Great Hall exists in the state of the game and how it's tied into all the challenges and all the missions. Makes it very difficult for newer players to really feel like they can progress their account. And I'd almost be willing to bet at least to a lot of people just deciding to quit the game and not play anymore because they've hit a wall and they just realize, I can't go through the arena, I can't get medals, I can't progress the Great Hall. What's the point of me, continuing to play? I can't progress toward Arbiter, I can't build up my stats. So it's definitely a frustrating point of view to a lot of people I've spoken with in the raid community, especially the newer players, the free-to-play players, who I tend to cater a little bit more to that side of the game with my content. So hopefully you guys will see that point of view there. But anyways, guys, let's go do it for this video. Let me know down below what you think about this, if you kind of agree or disagree, and why. What you think they might be able to do to sort of alleviate this issue for newer players to the game, so we can keep them excited and keep them interested in playing the game. As always, I hope you guys are having a great day. Thanks as always for watching, and I'll see you again next time.